we want you to take. So you get under a lot of pressure as a manager to do that kind of thing. I don't know about this current situation, but actually him coming back to the group makes a lot of sense. I'm sure in the dressing room that will be, really well received by the other players.
Yeah, and it would be a mark of I say boy, I mean, this is so young, but a mark of the man if he comes back and actually does really well in the team.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
They feel the most difficult team to make an assessment of for some reason, Chelsea, don't they? They're right in the mix, probably around where they'd like to be, but always feel they've got a slightly odd result in them somewhere along the line.
Exactly right. I was going to say exactly the same thing. The Sunderland result at home, losing 2-1, the Karabag result, whatever squad they put out, whatever team they put out was good enough to win that game, and they didn't win it. They're such a difficult team to analyse. They're sitting third. They score a lot of goals. I think only City have scored more than them this season, but they also concede a lot. I mean, 11 goals, I think that's more than anyone in the top 6 at the moment. So you felt when they had João Pedro and they signed Liam Delap as well, that they found that number 9, and Pedro's had a relatively decent start. Obviously Delap has picked up a card and a couple of injuries, so you can't analyse him either. They've probably got the best midfielder in the league in Caicedo at the moment. But it's a team, like you said, are they going to be competing for the title? Probably not, but they'll be.
They can win it?
No, I don't. I think that inconsistency or that odd result that they can pick up, I don't think they'll be competing for the title, but then I think they'll certainly be in the top 4.
And also, we can debate the merits of the Club World Cup, and had this argument with Carve when he was sat on with me last night, but that they have won a competition which has included beating Paris Saint-Germain in the final, which is no easy feat, is that in a knockout competition, you would see them as a threat. As you said, maybe the consistency for 38 games, but with a fair wind and a decent draw in the Champions League, they might be quite dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely agree. As you said, the club world champions, and knowing a few Chelsea fans, working with a few, they like to brag about that a bit too much. But this is the bread and butter. This is what Chelsea want. They want to get back to competing for the Premier League titles, competing for the Champions League titles. And as you said, in terms of the league, I'm not sure they'll be consistent enough to go all the way and win it. But in terms of a knockout competition, I can see them on their day beating anyone. As we've seen against PSG, they can beat anyone on their day without their star player as well, by the way.
Well, that's an interesting point that Palmer is missing. As you said, they're second for goals scored, they're top for expected goals as well. So that, in a way, is a bit of a tick in the box that A, he's missing Palmer, which is his most important player, and B, every summer, particularly those wide forward positions, the manager seems to get 4 or 5 new options to try, and it must take a few months to get what he thinks is probably his best front four.
Yeah, for sure. I think Enzo Maresca, we devastated that Cole Palmer's been out for a long time and picks up these injuries, because he is their star player. He's a player who scored 15 Premier League goals last season, 22 the season before. So 37 Premier League goals in the last 2 seasons. That's hard to replace, no matter who you are, no matter what team you are. So it's frustrating for the player himself. It's frustrating for the team. It's frustrating for us as England supporters as well, because he's a real talented footballer. But to see them scoring so many as well, if they sorted the defensive side out a little bit, then their star player Cole Palmer returns. Who knows where it is? Although I'm saying that I can't see him being consistent enough to win the Premier League. If he came back and had a consistent run, got back to the form we know, he can win games on his own. We know that. And with Pedro, with Delap potentially playing second fiddle at the moment to Pedro, they've almost got that number 9 that's been such a curse for them over the years.
Talking of players who can win games on their own as well, Estevao is another one that maybe some Chelsea fans who would like to see him even more than they are. You wonder how careful Enzo Maresca feels he needs to be with it, a teenager making his way in the Premier League, or whether you sort of subscribe to if he's good enough, just chuck him in as regularly as you can.
Yeah, I speak a lot to the European experts, Kevin Atchard, Andy Brissell, Tim Vickery as well, who've worked who've seen him closely when he was young. I think this is a player that signed for Nike when he was 10, by the way. That's how highly thought of he's been. Made his debut for Palmeiras at 16 and a half, and he's already shown he is a superstar in the making already. And yes, Chelsea supporters will want to see him week in, week out, but in such a tough league, in such a demanding league, you have to get the balance right with players like this, because we've seen it before with English players that the stardom soon goes as well, if the love of the game goes. But I think Enzo Maresca at the moment is playing him right. He's got a big enough squad to allow him to have rest when needs be, but when he comes on, the impact he can make as well. I'm really excited to see how far this player can go.
But when we look at title races, and a lot of the discussion in recent weeks is Arsenal don't even just keep clean sheets, no one even has a shot on target against Arsenal, and that changed against Sunderland at the weekend. But the fellow we just saw in the VT, Robert Sanchez, he's been better this season, but got sent off in that game at Manchester United. They've had injuries at centre-back, but you do wonder whether, as you sort of touched on, they'll concede just a fraction too many goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's a prime example of Chelsea and their inconsistency. With Robert Sanchez, he's an inconsistent goalkeeper. I think last season he may have made the most, but he was definitely up there making the most errors leading to goals. But he also has a fantastic save percentage as well. So
and hunger to secure another
they
vital
concede
league
too many.
victory.
He has got a rick in him. Is he a player? Is he the goalkeeper that could take them to titles? I'm not so sure. They clearly trust him. They've clearly seen enough of him, because even in the transfer window, they didn't replace him. He was the player that was going in as number one, but I don't think he's the player that can take them consistently to a Premier League title. I think they need to look elsewhere.
I'm so excited to be joined by Chelsea goalkeepers Rob Sanchez and Gaga Slonina. I just heard a story, Rob, that you were actually being coached by Kirk Cousins last summer in Atlanta. Tell me what that was like.
Oh, it was a great experience. We went to do some catches, meet the boys, see what the sessions look like, gym facilities, and yeah, it was incredible. The kind of work they do is insane.
And you got to put on the helmet, shoulder pads, everything?
Yeah, do some catches, practice what it feels like, having the small visibility. It was great fun, yeah.
Amazing. Were you an NFL fan before this moment?
Not much, to be honest, but a bit more obviously after I met the boys over there, for sure.
And Gaga, your accent gives you away a little bit, but you were born in Chicago. So have you always been an NFL fan yourself?
Yeah, I've always been a Chicago Bears fan. Do the good and the bad, mostly bad to be honest, but they're doing all right this year, so hopefully they can keep that up and, you know, do well.
And did you ever try playing football before?
No, I never tried playing football before. I mean, I would throw around with my friends and stuff like that, but never like considered it seriously or anything.
Well, I'm glad that you said you throw it around, because today we are going to do some challenges. I'm so excited to see what you guys have. Let's go check it out.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right, guys, we are going to have a few practice throws. I'll let you throw around, and then I'll give you some tips and techniques before we get deep into the competition. So pick up your footballs and let's throw some.
You go first. No, you go first, please.
You've got a good one. You just bring your hand a little bit more up on the laces.
Here.
So you want to hold up this way towards you. Yeah, so ready? Relax for a sec. There you go. And you want to have a little bit of a gap in your hand. So you want to have like 2 fingers or so on the laces, a little bit of a gap.
There we go,
Coaching
Rob.
101. What is that, Rob?
That's brilliant.
Okay, please. All right, guys.
way better.
All right, last ones, and then we'll get into our competition, because you guys are going to be too good at this rate.
Hey, you cannot lose against me, by the way, Gaga.
All right, so here it is, competition time, what this is all about. The corners are worth 5 points. Across the middle are 3. 1 point for a crossbar. And you get minus points if you're throwing it in the bottom, because it should not be on the floor like that. But you're each going to get 2 goes at this.
Okay.
So who wants to go first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Go on, paper, scissors.
Ooh.
I go first. It's a bit wind.
I was thinking the wind is the problem here. Oh, crossbar, 1 point. We'll give you that.
Okay, I'll take it for the first one. Oh my god.
Oh, that was almost a minus point.
Oh my god!
Minus points.
I can't believe it.
Points. I didn't think it was possible, but he lost points.
I aimed on there and it went down.
Oh my god.
Congrats.
That was awesome.
Congrats. That was
Honestly,
best.
honestly,
Thank
I
you.
should have won.
Thank you,
If I wouldn't
coach.
have won, that would have been embarrassing.
You're disappointed for that one. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, final scores, 10-6. Congratulations. Thank you for helping me combine football and football. Did you guys have fun today?
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, I loved it.
A lot of fun throwing.
Good, awesome. Well, hopefully we'll see you at an NFL game soon and get you throwing some more footballs.